everyone. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the 22nd Symposium on Geometry Processing, which is for the first time being held in person on this side of the ocean. Super exciting. Now, the largest thank you goes to Justin Solomon for bringing it here, doing all the tough work, putting his mind and soul into organizing an event in the US for the first time. And I hope things ran smoothly, but so far everything's been really amazing. Justin also pulled me into organizing this thing with him. My name is Mina, Konaković, Luković, but really it's his masterpiece. Okay, so who do we have in this year? Looks like half of the people are here for the first time, and I wonder whether it's because it's in the US or whether geometry processing all of a sudden became so popular that all the newcomers are registering. But anyways, when Justin and I were chatting about how we want to plan things and how many people will we have in the audience, we were really hoping to have at least 100, but 150 is already way above what we expected. So that's great. If you haven't done so already, make sure you register. In front of this room, there's a registration desk. Two very nice guys are handing out these SGP bags with some goodies inside as well. One thing that you may not notice in the bag, but it's really important, is there is a metro pass inside, so called the T-Pass, that you can use to go to the social event on Tuesday, for which you will have to use the metro or Uber to get there. All the event will be, everything from the event will be held in this room. It's pretty convenient. But you're welcome to ask volunteers questions or ask any questions if you have about navigating around and the program and so on. Now, before we start the conference, I would also like to mention that this past weekend we had traditional graduate school held before the actual conference. Can we have a big round of applause for Sylvia and Ed for organizing this? So Sylvia and Ed put an awesome program of 8 tutorials with 15 speakers from all over the place. These were amazing speakers. And even more exciting is that all the tutorials will be online for free. So after we finish the conference, all the recordings will be on the webpage. You'll be able to access them for free. Okay, and now I'll hand it to Justin to talk about an actual program.
All right, so thank you. So thank you guys so much for coming. It is such a pleasure to have everybody here at MIT. And of course, well, Mina is very gracious. We have to thank Mina also for all the hard work that she's put into helping organize this event. So the schedule is not printed in your name badge, or your tote bags, but we're gonna try and do I would say save paper, but the reality is your tote bag is full of paper. I just forgot to print your schedules. But the good news is that it's on the website. You can find the QR code, and that way if we need to make an on-the-fly change to the schedule, we can do it easily enough. So we'll make a quick walkthrough with some reminders for you guys and then hand it off to the interesting part of the conference here. Beyond the graduate school, which was the last 2 days, and incidentally, the graduate school was filmed. We're very lucky to have some colleagues here with pretty nice filming equipment, so hopefully we'll be able to share that in the coming month for those of you who weren't able to join us the last couple days. So today we will start with our keynote as soon as we get out of everybody's way, and we'll have a few paper sessions. Today also features 2 experimental aspects of SGP that sometimes we've had in the past, sometimes we haven't. So we'll have some talks from some of the sponsors of the event this afternoon. They've promised me that they're sort of a little bit technical in nature, not just advertisement campaign here. As well as we're going to have a quick poster fast-forward session right before the poster session at the end of the day. So each of our poster presenters has been allotted 5 minutes to advertise their posters, and after that we'll all head to the MIT Museum, which is right around the corner from here, for the evening kind of cocktail hour and poster session, where you're all encouraged to ask all the hard questions of our poster presenters and students while they're here. Tomorrow we'll have our second keynote, some more paper sessions, and then our dinner social event will happen after a bit of a space in the schedule. So the dinner social event, we're going to try and be eco-friendly here. We are close to a T station, which is Kendall Square. Many of you guys, I think, took it to get here today. Inside of your tote bag is like a little tiny envelope with 2 T tickets, one for the way to the social event and one for the way back. And there's also a sheet in there with instructions. And we will have our student volunteers kind of lead groups to the social event from C-Sail here tomorrow, also in case that's more comfortable for you guys. It'll be at the Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum, which is in downtown. I was really entertained. It has like a little hokey box of tea you can throw over the side of the boat and then reel back up. And the good news is it's like surrounded by water, it's got a nice view, and that'll also put you in the center of downtown in case you want to go grab a drink afterward. And then on Wednesday, we have a slightly shorter set of paper sessions and one final keynote from a colleague here at MIT. And then we'll conclude with a town hall and awards session. Incidentally, before I forget, today we'll have one of the awards. Mark will present the Test of Time Award at the beginning of the sponsor session. So again, as a reminder, we've got these two social events, one this evening and one tomorrow. They're offset by a half hour in terms of their start times. Reserving things in Boston is always a tricky matter, but we'll let you guys figure that out. And if you have any questions about local stuff, how to get around, restaurants, and so on, we might be able to answer your questions, but we mostly spend our time in the office. If you talk to the students, they might know the neighborhood a little bit better. And and the webpage has local information as well, so like some hints for museums, restaurants, that kind of stuff. Collected by students, so you know it's the good stuff, not like the boring libraries that the professors hang out in. Okay, of course we should thank our many generous sponsors for SGP, without whom this event simply would not be possible. That is absolutely the case, especially this year. As many of you have noticed, Boston is a rather expensive place to hold a conference, and so their support is really strongly appreciated here. From two of our major sponsors this afternoon, we'll hear some short talks. They'll share some of their work related to the geometry processing community, and of course we can also acknowledge our software award sponsor. And with that, I will hand it to Sylvain to tell us about the technical program. So thank you again, and welcome to SGP.
Okay. Thanks, Justine. Thanks, Mina. Hi, everyone. So I'm Sylvain Lefebvre. I'm from INRIA, and I had the pleasure to be a technical program co-chair, with Rushen Hu from Shenzhen University. So unfortunately, Rushen won't be able to join us at the conference. So I'll be the one organizing things from this point of view. So we have a great program for you this year. There were 51 submissions, 16 papers were accepted in the end, so that's about 30% acceptance rate, which is quite typical for SGP. And there will be 21 paper presentations across 8 sessions, and the reasons we have more paper presentations is because we have the pleasure to host papers from TVCG and CGF as well. So I would like to give huge thanks to our international program committee. That's 89 members who provided 5 reviews per paper, had a lot of discussions to reach decisions across a 2-cycle review process. So that's a lot of work, so big thanks to them all. We'll have posters. I think Justin already explained this very well. So of course, don't miss the poster fast forward at 5 p.m. And then talk to the poster authors at the cocktail. And finally, we have 3 great keynotes this year. So there will be one keynote every morning. So please be sure to be here on time. And also, if you arrive a little bit in advance, you can have a nice breakfast, as you had this morning, in front of the room.